What's up guys, Jivan back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about how to fight with the new shotguns like a pro. We're not going to be talking about the chrome shotgun because at the moment that shotgun is dookie. If you've been liking the content recently, please consider using code JivanTV in the Fortnite item shop. And without further ado, let's hop into it. So if you're wondering, the mass majority of players, including myself, is going to be carrying the prime shotgun over the lever. In my first video this season, I was saying I was taking the lever over the prime, but to get used to the prime and really test it out, I spent like probably 5 hours in creative just 1v1ing with the prime shotgun, and once I got used to it, I started popping off with it in arena. So if you haven't given it a real chance yet, you definitely should. So speaking of the prime, let's start there. When fighting with the prime shotgun, this is something you need to know. The first shot is the most powerful. So if you only have 3 bullets in the clip, the shots are going to be hitting like a feather. The trick to fighting with the prime shotgun is to always have it reloaded. Go for safe peek shots, and if that shot doesn't hit, take time to reload it back to full. Once you hit a shot with that first bullet, it probably did like over 100 damage because that bullet slaps. So at that point, you can turn into aggressive mode and just start pressuring with your SMG, your AR, and the other shots in the prime shotgun. I always just try to get a health advantage with that first shot and then go into high gear and really start pressing. So it's really just a cycle. Take first shot, if it doesn't hit, reload, reset, start again. If it does hit, go into aggressive mode. That's pretty much how I play with it. When you're fighting against somebody with that shotgun, you need to really make sure that you're not giving them a chance to hit that first shot. It's a battle of the peaks. Your peaks have to be perfect when fighting against this thing or you're going to get body slammed. We're going to check out some examples of how to fight with the prime, starting with this one against reverse 2K. This fight is like the simplest example. You just want to take a really safe peek shot, get the health advantage, and then turn into aggressive mode. I literally just got the piece from behind a right hand peek and then took a nice peek shot. This is against Kenbeans and a bit more advanced of an example. I know that he's using the prime as well, and he's trying to get a big shot on me with his reloaded prime. So one of the biggest things I'm focusing on is not giving him an opportunity to shoot me. This move right here is going to be one of the best ways to counter a prime player. They're going to be doing anything they can to get that first shot on you. So you can literally just bait them into wasting their first shot and then get a free shot on them, just like I did here. That'll be huge in the prime meta. Literally, I chased him down and I don't even worry about reloading my gun because I know I have such a big health advantage that I'll finish him with the next shot. Even though the gun isn't fully reloaded or at max power, it should still do the job. Another example from realistics, this is just like the most perfect right hand peek. I've been working on my peek shots like crazy. It's so important to try to get in the habit of doing your piece control through windows or behind right hand peeks and then going for your peek shot. Don't give the enemy any chance to shoot you with their prime shotgun and you'll win almost every single fight. One of the biggest differences and reasons that the prime is better than the lever is the fact that you can go for these far peeks just like I do in this clip. The lever is such an up close in your face gun, so that means you have to play super fast paced and up in the enemy's face, but with the prime, you can do insane damage from far back. With the lever, this probably would have done like 60 damage on a perfect headshot. This is one of the most key things to note, especially in arena. If you just finish up a fight and a third party is approaching like in this clip, they are going to psycho, very brain dead. I'm running away, I'm keeping my distance, and the reason is I don't have my prime fully reloaded. So I'm really just making space until I have a chance to fully reload my gun, and then you can see I absolutely punish him for playing super aggressive. It's super important to try to get a read on how aggressive the enemy is at the very start of the fight, because that can help you make plays like this. Like I knew he was going to double swing on that wall because of how aggressive he was playing, which led me to get the most perfect pre-fire. Doing what I do in this next fight actually outplays so many skilled players. When the fight gets in that place where we're both reloading and both getting ready to go at it again, right as it's about to start, I try to predict which side they're going to drop on, and I'll either place a cone out that side so they land on my cone and I have pre-piece control, or I'll do what I do in this clip and hold an edit, that way I can like insta edit and shoot them. Gives me the quick health advantage, and then I just had to chase him down afterwards to finish the fight. This next clip is just plain and simple nasty. I had to include it. Pay attention at the start of this fight though how careful I'm being to get that initial health advantage. And then this last fight that we're gonna check out with the Prime, I was just fighting like 3 kids here and working all of them. I knew that all of these kids were kind of on the run and just remaking boxes, trying to go out different sides to get space to heal. I felt like I had full control over the fight, so I was just going for pre-box plays on all of them. So I phase a ramp in this guy's box, and that pushes him out of sight, and I perfectly predicted which side he was gonna go. I placed a cone in there ahead of time, that way when he walks out that direction, I already have some piece control. And I had the window peek set up, so I had a perfect peek on him, and then I just chased him down with the piece afterwards. Clean, bro. So that's my advice with the Prime Shotgun. You probably saw that rhythm of trying to get a really safe peek, health advantage, and then push. But what about with the lever shotgun? The lever shotgun's really not that complicated. It's more so just like a fast mechanical type of item. You need to have really quick, up-close piece control to finish your enemies. If you play from far back, it's just not going to do the damage you need it to do. So my biggest advice with the lever is just play quick peeks, quick piece control, and up-close action. If you do take a shot from far away, you should aim down your sights, but typically I would recommend using an AR or an SMG when you're taking shots from far away. This first clip is a perfect example of how to play with the lever. First, I place a cone over the enemy here by looking straight up over their wall. And when I get the enemy cone, they usually are going to go out a side, and it's usually the back. So I go to pre-box out the backside. Sure enough, they go there. I hit a cheap lever shot, but the second shot, pretty nice. And then I just do some quick piece control to get on his wall and set up another peek to finish the fight. That's like the typical lever example. Here I'm doing a heal bait with a big pot. If the enemy lets me get it off, yeah, I'll pop the big, but this guy was pickaxing my wall, so instead of finishing popping that big, I switch over and go for a pre-fire. And then just instant piece control out the top. Quick piece with the lever actually goes pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. The thing about the lever is it pulls out quicker than the Prime. So a lot of times you can beat the Prime shotgun users to shots. But like if you expose yourself to one Prime shotgun shot, it's just over for you. I was pushing up to mid-map here, and this guy had just finished fighting, so I was getting a little bit aggressive. I thought he might be weak, so I opened up a bad edit here and traded damage. I didn't care though, I got the crack, so I just kept on pushing. Now this is a sneaky strategy. When I'm pushing up against his wall here, I pickaxe 2 different walls here, and when I break one wall, I slip a ramp in and immediately go back to the other wall to take that wall and try to get a shot. By the time I got that second wall though, he had already repositioned, so I just tried to predict which way he was gonna go, and I get the wall on him here to finish the fight. This setup to a fight works so well. If you're ever like dropping on somebody's wall, instead of placing one ramp on their wall or next to their wall, do this setup, place 2 ramps and a wall in between them. This way the enemy can't just edit out on you and cone you and box you. I try to make it confusing on which wall I'm actually pressuring, try to see how aggressive they are they trying to instantly box one of my ramps? This setup gives you a lot of information on how the enemy plays, and it's perfectly safe for you. When I see the enemy start to triple edit up here, I just wait for them to make a move, and I just got my gun held out, ready to body them. As soon as I get a health advantage, I'm just over top of him and do a whole edit course down. Yeah. So yeah, I hope this video helps you guys out. The lever's just all about quick, up-close piece control and peek shots, while the Prime is about that first shot accuracy and then going into aggressive mode. To end the day, I have a little lever clip to show you guys on a certain somebody. Was that Ken, chat? Was that Ken, bro?
No! I hate Jivan, bro.